Students, now we are going to discuss the function of placenta. All about the structure and development of placenta is over in previous video lecture. So without delay timing, let us begin the topic function of placenta, which is very important. Each and every years there may be one or two question appear regarding the function of placenta. Now back to the categorization of the different function into the placenta. There are so many function of placenta, but when you categorize the placenta function of placenta, then you will probably find the key function of placenta is, the first function is it provide the nutrition. It provide the nutrition. How do placenta provide nutrition? Listen carefully. Actually, when mothers feed something, then the food get digested and convert into nutrient matter. Later it will be absorbed into the blood of mother and extracted by placenta. Only the nutrient, that is essential part, is extracted from mothers and transferred to the fetus, so that the placenta provide the nutrition to fetus. And it will be explained by resuming and reback the video. Now the second function, that is it provide the respiration. Suppose that this is the tubular connection and that is actually developed into placenta, and this one is the embryo and this one is the mother. Then mother inhale oxygen, then it will be transferred to the cells, different cells of embryo, and help to break the respiratory substrate, that is glucose and fats, that help to provide the energy to the fetus. That's why the placenta act as the respiratory substance, respiratory agent that provide the respiration to the placenta. So the second category will also be explained by you. Nutrition will also, and respiration also explained by you. It is your homework. Now back to the next, that is excretion. How do placenta help in excretion? Listen, that is embryo, during the growing phase perform several metabolic activity like respiration, digestion, excretion, nutrition, etc. During the excretion, it secretes some of the nitrogenous waste that is captured and trapped by the placenta, and it will trace whatever the important or unimportant substances. If the important substances, then it remain in the embryo, and if the substances are not important, that is nitrogen containing waste material, that it will be transferred through the placenta and delivered to the mother's blood. Later mother's blood has a well developed kidney that will filtered and eliminate throughout the body, so that the placenta provide the excretion to the fetus. Now the next one is fourth, that is it act as the effective barrier. Barrier means anything that can stop the way of some object is known as barrier. Anything that can stop the way of some object, that can explain as the barrier. So effective barrier for the STD and some toxins. Listen carefully. It not act as the barrier for important substances. It act as only some STDs like AIDS. Listen carefully. If the mothers are suffering with the AIDS, then the virus that are available in mother's blood never able to cross the barriers of placenta and reach to the embryo. That's why it is effective barrier. And that's why if mothers are HIV patient or AIDS patient, then there is no guarantee or no meaning the embryo will remain suffer with the same kinds of disease. The embryo can be protected and child can be protected. Only some precautions during the time of parturition, means during the time of delivery. Toxins. Listen carefully. If the mothers are smokers, then their babies can also be prevented from the toxins present in the smoke of the cigarettes and other tobacco containing substances, because the toxins cannot able to cross the barriers of placenta and reach to the embryo. That is some of the important part, that is some of the important function that can be categorized as in form of nutrition, respiration, excretion and effective barrier. Now fifth one is placenta act as endocrine tissue. Placenta act as endocrine tissue. That means it secretes some of the important hormones that play important role in secretion. Now it should be erased and it will be discussed in just after the erasing this content. Placenta act as endocrine tissue, and it was asked many times, justify the statement why placenta act as endocrine tissue. Endocrine tissues are the characteristics of endocrine gland. So placenta during the pregnancy act as endocrine gland by the secretion of some of the important hormones. The hormones are like HCG, HPL, estrogen and progesterone. Not only HCG, HPL, estrogen and progesterone also secreted from the placenta. The function of function of estrogen and progesterone is over, and that has the similar function as like you have studied in previous video lecture. Estrogen maintain the female characteristic features, secondary sex characters, and progesterone maintain the thickness of endometrium wall of uterus that is necessary at the time of embryonic development. That is also necessary for the complete and strong attachment of embryo to the mother's endometrium. Now back to the function of HCG. HCG means human chorionic gonadotropin. Human chorionic gonadotropin. Actually, human chorionic gonadotropin, it helped to rupture the follicular cell. Follicular cells. It means until the HCG available into the human body, then there will be no follicle develop. No follicle develop. It means no primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle and Graafian follicle able to develop over the oocyte cells. It means if the primary, secondary, tertiary follicles are not formed in the ovary, then there will be no ovulation and there will be no pregnancy. That's why it is guaranteed until the placenta available into the uterus, then a common human being, a common female remain free from pregnancy. There will be no any kinds of ovulation take place into the process, into the ovary. That's why the placenta sometimes act as the natural contraceptives. Sometimes act as natural contraceptives. Contraceptives means method by which the female remain free from pregnancy. That is the overall phenomenon. That's why you can explain why do the placenta act as natural contraceptive. Now back to the HPL. HPL means human placental lactogen. Human placental lactogen. Actually, human placental lactogen provide energy to fetus. It provide energy to fetus. How? By the breakdown of the HPL, breakdown of the glucose or carbohydrate present in mother's blood and release the energy and deliver to the fetus. That is not all kinds of carbohydrate, only lactose, only the lactose breaked by the HPL into the mother's blood and later the energy extracted, that is trapped in form of ATP and delivered to the fetus. That's why fetus gets satisfied. Now next one is the estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone, function of estrogen and progesterone is I think over. Now other function of placenta. Placenta also secrete the relaxin hormones. Relaxin hormones. One point should be in your mind. Placenta, the relaxin not only secreted from the placenta, it also secreted from the ovary only during the pregnancy. That is, ovary also secrete relaxin during the pregnancy. Before and after pregnancy, the ovary do not secrete the relaxin. And function of relaxin hormones, as per name, it provides the It provides the complete satisfaction to the growing embryo, so that there will be no more activity can be recorded, there will be no any activity can be seen during the embryonic development. Even after birth, you can see the normal baby has various activity by their forelimbs and hand limbs, but there will be no any movements done by the growing embryo at the time of embryonic development. The important question regarding the placenta, regarding the hormones, are actually maybe asked, and it was asked in previous session, just going session, that is 2020, that is in 2020 question paper. The first question was नेम द हॉर्मोन्स दैट सिक्रेटेड ओनली ड्यूरिंग द प्रेगनेंसी. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा था, कौन सा हार्मोन है जो केवल प्रेगनेंसी में सिक्रेट होता है. तो आपको पता है कि ईस्ट्रोजन और प्रोजेस्टेरोन पहले भी सिक्रेट होते हैं. लिसन, बट HCG, HPL and relaxin are the hormones that are secreted only during the pregnancy. Now, apart from these hormones, mild amount of cortisol, prolactin and oxytocin is also secreted during the pregnancy. The function of cortisol, prolactin and oxytocin is over in the previous class, in class 11, the chapter 22, that was actually the chemical control and integration. Oxytocin, that is responsible for the smooth muscle contraction, prolactin, that is responsible for the formation of milk. So all about the function of HCG, HPL, estrogen, progesterone and relaxin is over regarding the placenta. Not only placenta secrete some of the important hormones like HPL, HCG, estrogen, progesterone, relaxin, cortisol, etc. Placenta also secrete one of the important antibody, immunoglobulin G. Immunoglobulin G. It should be mentioned in the secretion. The heading secretion. Immunoglobulin G is a type of antibody. There are so many type of antibody, immunoglobulin E, immunoglobulin A. There are so many types of antibody that will be discussed in chapter 8. But keep in mind, immunoglobulin G is one of the most important antibody that is secreted from the placenta, and that's why the embryo protected from the most of the common diseases like tuberculosis, diphtheria, polio, and tetanus at the time of embryonic development. It means there will be no any effects from that kinds of diseases to the embryo. Now in next video lecture I will describe you the next event after the placentation, that is gastrulation, that is formation of gastrula larva.